friends, it's Shirley Bovshow, your foodie gardener on the Home and Family Show. And from here to here, you would not believe the amount of vegetables that I'm growing and that you can grow at home too in containers. You don't even need a yard. For instance, I've got 2 different types of tomatoes growing here. Here's a slicing tomato. And look, can you see this little red cherry tomato? Now, typically, you would not plant 2 plants here, tomato plants. You usually need the whole thing for one. But because these are compact varieties, Burpee Home Gardens has started a really cool program called Take 2 Combinations. And that means you can take 2 different varieties of tomatoes and plant them in a small space. But before I get into details about that, let me just show off my small space garden. Check this out. I love this. This is a new trend. You're going to see this in garden centers. It's a plug and play combination. And what that means is it comes in a nice container. You're going to have a vegetable. Here we have a compact growing tomato. You're going to have an herb. We've got beautiful parsley. And you even have something decorative and pretty. You've got these beautiful petunias. So now, when you have a little space and you want to grow your tomatoes, you don't have to say, oh, I'm just going to dedicate my little patio for growing vegetables. You can also have a beautiful little container garden. These are spectacular. These are 5 different types of lettuces that are grown from seed. This is called the Simply Salad combination. And we've got an Asian version called Wonder Walk, because these are Asian greens like mustard, bok choy, kale, and you can stir fry these or eat them just the way they are. And this one here, how do you like this, guys? It's called al fresco. And al fresco has green and red lettuces. It's got radicchio, so arugula, for those of you who like these a little bit spicy. And what makes these special is you can buy the seed packet at burpeehomegardens.com. Look for the Simply Salad series. And in that packet comes all the seeds you need to make this combination. Doesn't this look like a salad? I mean, all you need is the dressing. And what's cool is these are what you call cut and grow varieties. So, say this is grown in. I could take, having a party, I can cut this, use it, and then this will start to fill in so that you can enjoy your greens throughout the season. Same thing with this. Now, have you ever thought about growing 2 eggplants in one container? Typically, you would never do that. But I want to talk to you and show you a little bit more about the Take 2 phenomenon coming to your garden center. So the fun part for me are the tomatoes, because you can't grow vegetable garden and not grow tomatoes. So what's really cool is this. If you go to your garden center, look for the Burpee tag that says Take 2. This one says Take 2 Action, this one says Take 2 Camera, but basically what it means is this. Burpee's gone through a lot of field research where they have developed compact growing slicing tomatoes. Those are your nice beefsteaks, tomatoes that you want to put on your sandwiches and salads. Well, typically they grow 6 feet tall or more. But these are what they call determinate varieties. These are compact growers. So this one here, when you see this tag, you know that this is a slicing tomato that is not going to grow that big. This here, with the same tag, is your cherry or small tomato. What they've done, and you can go to their website, and you can see what are the different varieties that they've paired. Like, pair this cherry tomato with this slicing tomato, and they are the compact varieties. So I've got some here, and let me show you how you do it. First of all, get yourself a large planter like this half whiskey barrel. It's about 24 inches around, nice and deep, because we are planting 2 tomatoes. Next, get yourself a very good quality potting soil. Organic is best. I like Edna's because it has all types of rich fertilizers in it that are natural. They're not going to burn your plants. It's got kelp. It's got all kinds of wonderful ingredients. And so we filled this up. Then we took our cherry tomato and I planted it towards the edge here. And then I took my slicing tomato, which is going to grow a little bit taller, but not that much. And I removed the bottom leaves so that I can bury it deep. But the most important thing is in these take-two combinations, I have about 12 inches away from each other. And then I cage this so that, fast forward in a little bit, I've got to just show you how beautiful this is. We've got the two types of tomatoes, the slicer. You take a look at this little beauty coming in. Look how much fruit there is here. And look at the compact little cherry cluster tomatoes that are coming in. And they're totally happy. They're not sacrificing any space, taking or cannibalizing nutrients from each other. They're very happy. The reason for that is because they have researched extensively the varieties that do well together. So if you want to know what those varieties are, just go to burpeehomegardens.com and you can look for the take-two combinations. It'll tell you these type of cherries go with these type of sliced tomatoes, and you're going to be in good hands. And better yet, there's even take-two peppers, 2 different types of sweet peppers, 2 different types of hot peppers. You're going to go crazy, guys. And look, again, small little space. You guys have a little space like this? Get your garden growing. What more can I tell you? Well, for tips like this and for other exciting things, visit my Facebook pages. I got a couple. The Garden World Report and Shirley Bovshow's Foodie Gardener. What else? Anyway, hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'll see you next week.